Did you guys know that Anyone But You is actually loosely based off Much Ado About Nothing by Shakespeare? Did you guys know that?
I did not know that. No, there's no way this is fucking Shakespeare.
I'm telling you right now, this is Shakespeare. Alex, you good?
No.
This is Shakespeare.
How is this off Shakespeare? This
Okay.
is like the worst movie I've seen.
Okay, so the whole plot of it is Shakespeare. Similarly to She's the Man and 10 Things About You.
So what you're saying is Will Gluck is a literary genius.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is this is probably the most influential Shakespearean movie out there right now.
Clearly, you know what? I take it back. A 1.5 stars is a little too mean. 2 stars.
2 stars.
It's brutal though. It's brutal because like you go into it and you know that it's not supposed to be taken super serious, but at the same time it like fails to commit to the basics of a rom-com. It just like almost makes fun of them in a way. Maybe that's just for the lack thereof talent that was brought to the screen. I don't know. We talk a lot about like chemistry and we talked about it in our La La Land episode, but like you watch these two on screen and yes, again, it's a rom-com and it's not supposed to be taken with like dead seriousness and we're not supposed to like, you know, have this super emotional connection with these characters. But at the same time, there is a limit to like how stupid something can be before I go, this is not fair to anybody who paid money, you know?
I mean, it's exactly what we talked about in the La La Land episode, right? With like stupid rom-coms, get an attractive guy, attractive woman, stupid script, put them together. And this is exactly what you get. It's the price we pay for going to the theaters, I guess, and spending money on this. We're just gonna keep getting more and more and more.
I feel like their on-screen chemistry was not as good as their off-screen chemistry. Did you guys
not
see
at
their
all.
marketing and everything?
Like,
they were
what?
so good on their marketing stuff. They were like posting pictures together, talking in interviews. They were connecting so well, but then all of a sudden you put them in the movie and it's like
There's nothing there.
it just looks so off.
You know what it is though? These two actors are very talented in their own ways, in their own areas, but it feels like sometimes they're unwilling to just like work with each other. So like rather than just like, oh, you know, you said this line, but it's not one for one from the script, I'll adapt and I'll improvise. That's what really good actors do. They improvise and, you know, they don't at all. Like it's just verbatim from the script and you're just like, okay, what? Like, if you're going to do one for the words, the script better be damn good.
Yeah,
and this script
sounds so awkward.
Yeah.
The conversations they have. Oh, boy, like just the opening in the coffee shop. Oh, man, I couldn't listen. It was so cringy. Thanks for not stealing my jacket. It's like, come on. Like, I don't know. I couldn't do it.
I literally wrote 3 things: extremely predictable script, terrible line delivery, and unlikable chemistry from 2 hot actors.
There you go.
Like rom-coms can be done in this like era. It's doable. Like Ticket to Paradise is not great either, but it's better than this. Okay, and but the reason it works so well is because you have 2 phenomenal actors playing off of each other 100%, and you can tell. Like it's still not great.
That's the Clooney one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's still not great, and I didn't like love it, but like of course these are 2 actors that I grew up watching as well, so like it has to do with that. And I'm not huge, you know, super big fans of Glen Powell and like, you know, Sweeny, whatever fuck her name is, and I've watched literally this is the first thing I've seen her in. Okay, so this is not, and I heard she's not bad in Euphoria, but like
That's not true. You're forgetting something. Madam Web.
oh yeah, I did watch her in that. Yeah,
Just to keep the streak of good movies going.
is she really a good actress then?
I think she's just been given too many bad scripts, unfortunately. And because now she's just too popular, she's just picking up scripts for, you know, whatever, like Madam Web, Anyone But You, Immaculate, I think that's what it's called, right? Or
Yeah, the new horror movie there.
Yeah. So
I heard okay things about it.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She's doing the smart move by just like cashing in. Right, let's be honest. She's taking any script that lands on her desk, making money while she's hot. Like she's popular now, not hot physically, but like she's hot in Hollywood right now. So just take everything that comes, make money, and like I don't know, like
Yeah.
maybe she's not expecting her career to last.
That's a fair assumption, which like it's you go to the opposite side as well. You go to Glen Powell and you look at his work and you're like, cool. You went from Top Gun to Devotion, I think it was.
The worst plane movie.
you
Which
gotta
is
remember,
like-
he was in Dark Knight Rises too.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. But like, right, you go from like a massive hit working with ungodly names and being in jets to rom-com. And you're like, buddy, you can do better. They both can do better. And you're just like, I get it. You're picking. You want to make your money, move on. You know, cash out now, whatever. But like any respected actor does the complete opposite, you know? And they both have extreme like ceilings to reach. They have the talent, I think. But if you're cashing out this early, then you just don't care, like straight up. And it makes me not want to watch any of your work if you're just not going to try, you know? Like there's a difference between putting out what is to be a respected movie and just failing and it doesn't work out, the movie doesn't hit, you know. See, even Spider-Man agrees with me. But like, yeah, it's like you can fail at a movie that has like high expectations and like has a respected director and like it was supposed to be this like really, you know, dark story or maybe just like this really emotional story, but it just doesn't work. That's fine. There are plenty of actors who've done that and they are well respected today. And then there's just this.
Yeah.
This is Liam Neeson at the end of his career type work right now.
Oh, God.
Like, let's be honest. When's the last time he's worked on something good? And then you look at this, and these people are literally in their prime of their career, and they're doing this.
If you're taking it for what it is, which is just straight up just rom-com, and you're really going for that com instead of the rom, then it's really it's decent for the comedic value of it. But for the romance of it, it's not fully there.
I was laughing because of how stupid it is. Not because it's actually funny, but it's just like the line delivery is so bad. The script is so bad. So like it made it funny. Like it sucks to say, but I did laugh. I did laugh a few times.
The huge issue with this movie, this entire film, is it starts off relatively innocent. And it's like, okay, cool. Good story so far. Plausible plot that makes sense. You know, things like this can happen. And like obviously, like you said, it's a rom-com, so there are things that are going to happen that are, you know, that work within that category. You expect it. You know what's going to happen. But when you fail to just indulge in those little things like, oh, now we're going to like, we know each other through friends of friends and we're going to a wedding now, that's fine. But when you fail to just sort of push a bit further and actually create like more of a connection there and actually commit to this like idiocracy that is a rom-com sometimes, you come out with this and you're just like, this is half baked and I've got zero like feeling from this entire film. And you're just like, what the hell did I just watch? Like an hour and 45 minutes of my life is now gone.
Although this movie was very poorly executed, I think it tried very hard. Listen, because
You try.
I don't know if it's because I read Much Ado About Nothing and like I read it in high school and stuff, but it's very, very similar to a Shakespearean play.
It is Shakespeare.
It's Shakespeare. It's modern Shakespeare. This guy fell in his seat. But listen, okay,
but
it's a copy of a somewhat story that Shakespeare's done. It's loosely based off of it, but you can see where it's coming from. And because of that, it's like I don't hate on it like that much, but I still find it was poorly executed.
When you insult the viewer by putting meaningless like sex in it, makes it feel like I'm sitting there going, okay, this is stupid to the point where like there's no redeemable aspect. Like immediately into the movie, there are about 5 sequences where it's like, haha, sex. And you're like, why? It doesn't do anything for the movie and in any facet whatsoever. Like it does not contribute to any of it. The stupid little game at the party, whatever, put the fire out with your fucking Why? It's insulting. It really is.
I'm gonna be honest. Those little like that little fire thing, those little play games. It's all Shakespeare. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. In the play, they ruin like a celebration. I'm serious.
Okay, but it's not done.
It's not done
like,
well.
Done in the 21st century lens. Like I'm actually surprised that this was like everyone was just like, yeah, this is fine. Actually, this movie is totally good. It's unfortunate because both of these actors are very talented. And it's quite clear where the director was like, you know what? I know exactly what story we're going to have for you two. Come on. There are rom-coms with like no interaction whatsoever that succeed. And this one just is like, you know what? The entire plot is literally just going to be
sexual tension.
Like, not even tension. Where's the sexual tension?
No, you're right.
Like, there's zero in it. You're just like, okay, cool. Like, we all know that it's going to happen. Like, that's no doubt. Surprised it took that long into the movie though. Like, let's be honest here. I mean,
in terms of numbers, it did pretty well at the box office.
Oh yeah, no shit.
Okay, you're getting really insulted because like you're really into film, right? Yeah. For your like most average movie goer who go to the movie theater once, twice a year, as like a 25-year-old to go with your girlfriend, boyfriend, like they're having a good time.
Yeah, I did leave this movie with like a smile on my face, but it's not because of the movie, but it's because of Natasha Bedingfield with the song like Unwritten. I left out of there with a really like happy face because of the song.
Yeah, me too. But like then I saw the letterbox comment, and I'll read it out here one for one because it's fucking hilarious. It literally just says, "Very smart of them to finish this with a charming credit sing-along to make people forget the actual movie wasn't very good," which is true because I feel the same way. When I ended the movie, I was like, you know what? This song is really good, but this entire film and their performance in the credit sing-along is better than them throughout the entire movie.
I agree. Their chemistry is just they didn't show it. I think it's because of the script. I gotta say, it's like the whole thing just really revolves around the script of this movie. It's very cliche and very like not good. Like I mean, outside of the movie, people would thought they were actually dating in real life because they actually had genuine chemistry. But like in the movie, because of they're just forced to act upon these specific roles, they're just
word for word say exactly these. Like it's like no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Work.
Yeah.
The plot holes in this movie are so stupid. The one that really pissed me off, which basically broke the entire story and made no sense at the end of the day, was you said it. It's based off of Shakespeare, so their whole point is like, okay, let's get these two people together. They're unlikely companions or whatever, but you know, through true commitment and love, they'll find each other, whatever it is. Okay, and they spend their entire time. The two.
The bride.
The brides.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. So the two of them spend the entire movie getting her to, get together with him. Cool. So guess what happens about almost towards the final act? It all blows up, and they find out that she quit her lawyer fucking school because she doesn't want to do it anymore, and that she doesn't actually like this guy or whatever. And then the two brides get pissed because it's all about her. They ruined my wedding. You spent the entire movie getting them together. What are you talking about? This was literally your idea. What are you talking about? You put them in a room together. It's literally, I sat there going, wait, I just spent an hour and 10 minutes sitting through this, and then you're now pissed? I'm pissed. I'm mad. I wasted my time. I can't believe I watched this movie. So stupid. So stupid.
On another note, Sydney Sweeny got bit by a spider during this movie.
Is that how she got into like Madam Web, or like is?
Bro, that's literally what people were saying. It's so funny because when they're hiking, they're whatever, like they're holding each other's buttocks.
Yeah.
And literally like she takes her hand out, and all of a sudden there's a spider on it. Apparently that spider actually bit her, and she was freaking out and screaming. And then people grabbed that clip and we were sending it around to each other, literally titling it "Sydney Sweeny Bitten by Spider, Now Spider Woman." And they didn't even know she was going to be in Madam Web.
Damn. Like we rarely do episodes where we just like shit on a movie straight up.
Is this the first one where we
I think this is the first one where we're like this, like this is one of those movies where it's like, it's just so bad that I can't, like, I get it. It's not supposed to be good, but it's.
Oh no.
Oh God. What
He's
is he
going to
doing?
pull out the Shakespeare book.
This guy has a.
This is the loosely based adaptation.
Loosely.
How loose are we talking? Like,
Seems like it's word for word at this
yeah,
point.
it seems pretty accurate. I can't believe like so many people were like, "Oh, rom-coms are back." They technically, like, if this is your bar for a rom-com, then like you could really just put anything out these days.
Yeah, I keep thinking about every other rom-com that I've seen, and it's just like, I feel like I'm putting romance in with rom-com, and that like doesn't work because romance movies usually they're very well written,
You can't take the Before trilogy and
no.
put it with this.
No, definitely not. Like that is like romantic masterpiece.
Yeah, it's peak screenplay writing.
Exactly. But then, like, are you gonna compare this movie to your Hallmark movies that are rom-com movie? Yes, because that's the category that it's.
It
pretty
might
much
as
in.
well be a Hallmark movie at this point.
I think that was the whole point of this movie. It's like supposed to be like a Hallmark movie-ish, where it's supposed to have those like cliche movies or whatever, stuff that you're so used to seeing, but it's like overdone and like not very well done. But
The thing about that is that when you see the word a Hallmark movie, you're immediately like, I know exactly what I'm expecting. But when you put two names like this on a movie and with some other very respected actors mixed in, and you get this as the outcome, I mean, yeah. I'm surprised it has a 53% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's actually kind of ridiculous that Letterboxd gives it an average of 3, which is nuts to me. I don't know how.
No, it's not, because that's fully user based, and everyone who went to see it obviously enjoyed it.
Yeah,
because they're not film bros. They're not like.
Okay, listen, I'm not going like, oh, this isn't like The Godfather. Like, this movie's like, obviously it's not The Godfather. But if I look at other rom-coms, especially from the early 2000s, and I'm looking at all these things, and you look at this now, and it's like, it's almost there, but it's just not, like, it's not good enough.
It's bad in the realm of bad rom-coms.
I'm telling you guys right now, I don't want to repeat myself too much, but I think the reason it's that like highly rated on IMDb and like everything else, it's because it's based off of Shakespeare. I'm serious. Like, I'm not joking.
Watch better movies. Subscribe if you're new. We'll see you guys in the next one, which will probably be better than this.
It's Shakespeare.